Hello everyone, this video is going to demonstrate how to add audio narration to a Windows Movie Maker video. The project we're working with is a eighth grade social studies project from the progressive era. Each student was assigned a progressive and has to make a documentary, Ken Burns style biography about this progressive, describing their early life, why they became a progressive, and what they achieved. What you want to do is you want to open up the Windows Movie Maker project file, which is in the My Documents folder, the My Videos folder, and it's a film reel, Windows Movie Maker project file right here. So your project is not a movie yet. It's still editable, not editable, but you're able to edit the video and still add photos and narration and effects to it. And then we're going to finalize the movie at the end to make it viewable as a video or movie. Here's little photographs I added in the last video, and I set them up in my storyboard. Again, we did between 10 and 15 photographs. I'm gonna click Show Timeline, and you'll see all my photographs laid out on my timeline. And if you look at the timing, it's almost about a minute 10. Now look at my narration. I'm probably gonna have longer than a minute 10 to talk. You need to have your photographs spread out enough where you have enough time to talk. If you start narration and you get to the end of your video here, the end of the photographs, your narration is going to get cut off. So I want to choose photos that I want to appear more often in my video and make them a little longer, which means you click on the photograph, you go to the right hand side, you see the two red arrows, click down, hold, and drag to the right. And now this portrait photograph of Jacob Riis appears a little longer. It appears 11 seconds, almost 12 seconds. If I want this photo to appear longer, I click on it, go to the right side, click down, extend the photo. Again, extend this photo. Maybe I want to extend this photo here. Extend the photo. Click this photo here. Extend the photo. Click this one here. Extend the photo. Now I have a little more time to narrate my story. Again, so if this scrubber gets to the end while you're narrating, you're gonna get cut off. You can always adjust the photographs and narration after the fact. I've even made videos where I just take the last photograph, extend it all the way to the end like this, so I have enough time to talk, and then I go back and I fix it and adjust everything. Alright, so I have my timeline up. I'm going to put my scrubber at the beginning, just when my narration is going to start. And you want to set up your narration so you do it in chunks. You don't want to try and narrate a whole video in one shot. You want to maybe break up your narration into, maybe 3 sentences. And for the progressive project, we have 5 different areas that we're going to talk about on progressive. So I'm going to break up my video into 5 chunks of narration. And then you could adjust your audio to line it up with other photos as you want. You don't have to talk and make your narration right now fit to go along with the photographs. When you're ready and you're all set up, you have your script in front of you, and you want to have a script written out. If you feel comfortable with the material, you might be able to make do with bullet points, but most students would want a script. I'm going to choose or click on the narration microphone right down here in the bottom left, and you have this window pop up. First thing you want to do is show more options and make sure you have digital mic chosen, and this is on the laptops. The digital mic has to be chosen. You also want to make sure you have a microphone plugged in. Our headphones are also microphones, and they have 2 outlets. They have headphones for sound and a microphone to record audio. Make sure the microphone is plugged into the laptop's headphone jack. This jack is for headphones and microphones. And when you want to play back the video, you got to switch the jack and put the headphone jack in. If you're on a desktop, you're going to choose, it's going to look like this. You can choose a microphone option if you're on a desktop. So now I can click, make sure digital mic is chosen on the laptops. On the desktops, you're going to make sure it just says microphone. You click show fewer options, and you're ready to start recording. Press start narration, and when I click start narration, I'm going to read my first chunk of narration, which is going to be about the early life of Jacob Riis. Jacob Riis was Danish born, one of 13 children. He emigrated to America in 1870 at the age of 21 to be a carpenter. He moved to several American cities, struggled to find work, and when he did, it was low pay and poor conditions. He lived in poverty. He began his journalistic career for New York News Association. I'm going to stop my narration, and I'm going to save my narration. And you want to describe the audio chunk that you just recorded. This is my early life. Just going to save it, and it's going to stick the audio down here. You want to play it back usually and make sure you like what you hear. Right now on the screencast, you can't hear this. Assuming I like what I hear, I'm ready to record my next audio chunk. So you want to move this scrubber, this cursor, after the audio, and then I can record my next one. And you don't want to try and time your narration to your photographs. That's pretty difficult. After you have your narration recorded, if you click on it, you see a hand. I can click and drag this and put this at some different points in my video. I can click on this photograph if I want to extend it a little more to line up my audio. I can do that. So you can play around with it. Let me record another section. My second chunk of audio is going to be why Jacob Riis is considered a progressive. Jacob Riis is considered a progressive because he wanted to reform and improve American society. Why I wanted to record two chunks of audio, though, I'll show you that you can have spaces between your audios, little gaps, or you can click on your audio and drag it and make them go right next to each other. You can even make them overlap a little. You'll see it, my audios overlap a little, so then there's absolutely no gap. I think if you have photographs, have a little gap is fine. In audio, you don't have to be talking every second of your video. When you're done with your narration, you would say done here, and then you can go back and you can listen to it. You can play the audio here and listen to it. If audio level is too low, maybe you're a soft talker, or maybe you're a loud talker, it's too loud and you want to lower it, you can always right click on your audio and go to volume, and you can adjust the volume. You can go lower or higher, whatever you need. That made it really high. I'm going to go back in and lower it a little more. You can also adjust your audio on your microphone here when you're recording. You can adjust it here. So you can get the adjustment in before you actually record. And if you have maybe some dead air at the beginning or the end of an audio clip, you just don't start talking right away, you can trim either the front end or the back end of an audio clip. You can trim or edit the middle of an audio clip, but if I have a little dead air here or silence, I can click on the audio clip, and kind of like how we make photos longer, you click down and you trim a little audio off. But you want to be very careful with that. You might want to zoom in a little to make sure you don't cut off any waves or where you're talking. And you can zoom out a little if you want. When you're editing, zooming in to see photos or audio really helps. And again, press done, go back and listen to it. I think you have to press done to go back to be able to listen to the audio. I'm not definite. And that's how you add audio narration to your video. The next video is going to show how to add titles and credits to your video, so stay tuned for that.